Owen, what do you mean to you to play for Argyle at Home Park this afternoon?
Yeah, it was very good to get out there in front of the fans for the first time. Good workout for me and the boys, and yeah, it was nice to see the fans and how much help behind they can get behind the lads, and we're really going to need that this season. So yeah, it was fantastic.
And bearing in mind we're still in July, I was pretty impressed with your levels of fitness. I mean, you never stopped running, it seemed to me.
Yeah, no, 100%. We have been working hard, me and the lads, in pre-season. We've been working quite hard. I think fitness-wise, we're just getting there ready for next Saturday, and hopefully we have a quick start then next Saturday.
What have you made so far of your time here at Argyle? You know, you've been here, a few weeks now. What have you made of it so far?
Yeah, it's away from the football, the place is really nice, Plymouth. It's a really nice place to live, and in terms of like the lads and the coaching staff, they've been really good with me. I think the gaffer and the coaches, they've all they wanted to do is improve me since the day I've came in the door, and the lads, they've been a great help for me settling in.
How good was it to get a test against the Championship side like Bristol City? Because, I mean, they've got some experienced defenders there that you were up against, haven't they?
Yeah, no, definitely. They were a very good side. It was a good workout for me. I think I've learned a lot of things. So I need to go away now with the coaches, with the gaffer, and watch some clips on how to improve. And hopefully, come next week, we'll be bang at it.
Absolutely. A week to go before the start of the new season. How ready do you and the rest of the lads feel now?
Yeah, no, definitely. We're definitely ready. I think this week now, starting from Monday, all focus turns to Saturday, and I think the fans should expect a lot from us this weekend.
Yeah, and realistically, what are the goals for Argyle this season, do you feel?
I think getting back to the Championship is definitely up there. I think one thing we want a winning mentality in the changing room. So we want to win as much games as possible. And I think at the end of the day, we all want to develop, become better players. But definitely, I think getting back to the Championship is probably one of our main goals, yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you, Owen. Best of luck.
Hi, Owen. I saw the game at Torquay, which the team won 6-0, and you've obviously lost 2-0 today to Bristol City. That's where pre-season is so difficult to judge things, isn't it? Because depending on the quality of the opposition affects their performance, doesn't it? You know, what did you take from today's game, for example, that you think will be useful going into the League One campaign?
I think as staff, as players, I think today we've seen when it comes to opposition at different levels, there's different ways we have to play. We have to be more alert, and I think with time that will come. I think against Torquay, we at half time the gaffer said, let's do the basics right, win first, second contacts, and we came out and we basically shot them out of the water in the second half. And I think here, in terms of the opposition that we faced, they are good players. With all due respect, they are good players, and I think we just need to be confident in our play. And I think at times today we weren't too confident, but come next week, we'll come out guns blazing.
Bim wasn't risked today because of a knock, the manager told us.
Yeah.
So you were the only striker today. Did you feel it was important for you to get through that game, no knocks, unscathed, ready for the start of the season?
Yeah, no, 100%. Bim's just been unfortunate. He's just had a hammy niggle, but I'm sure he'll be back within 2 or 3 weeks, so I hope that wasn't too serious. And yeah, obviously being the only, I could say, senior striker in the building, I need to be reliable when the time comes, because it's football, people get injuries here and there. So hopefully when it's my time and when it's my chance to come in the season, I'll just be ready to take, and I think I've done that today.
There's a lot of talk outside the club about a number 9 coming in. There's a number 9 shirt to be filled.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how do you feel about the prospect of someone coming in to add to the competition for a place with you and Bim and the newcomer?
Yeah, to be fair, it's football at the end of the day. Obviously, I haven't played a single minute in the EFL. Bim has played a couple of minutes there last season, so I think it's important that our number 9 comes in, but it's also important for me and Bim that we see him as competition, because at the end of the day, he wants to play, we want to play. So, but I think it's healthy. Me and Bim have a good competition going right now, so when they bring the number 9 in, it won't be any different. It'll be 3 of us trying to get that starting shirt.
It's good to enjoy that you're enjoying living in Plymouth. It's a great place to live.
Mm-hmm.
That always helps a player though. If you're happy and settled off the pitch, that translates onto the pitch, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, 100%. I think the lads have really helped me with that, settling in. And the place is beautiful. It's a beautiful place to live, proper chilled. Not much going on, to be fair, but that's good. You can properly focus on football and whatnot. So yeah, enjoy my time here so far.
Sounds like it's probably going to be a sellout crowd here next Saturday for the first League One game of the season against Barnsley. You know, how much are you and your teammates looking forward to putting the pre-season behind you and cracking on with the important points of picking up points.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think next week the game is what the game is. It's a League One. It's a League One game. It's the first game. We're not just playing for our performance anymore. We're playing to win the game. We're playing to get points on the board. So yeah, a performance is definitely needed from me and the lads, and I'm sure we'll bring that next season here at home park. Next week here at home park.
Nice to have a chat with you. Best of luck for the season ahead.
Cheers, Chrissy.
Thanks for coming in to see us, mate. You know it really well, more than most, that you've got to travel for your football. So we haven't had a chance to speak to you before. Was it an easy decision to sort of come to Plymouth once you knew they were interested?
Yeah, I think in terms of the club's ambition, in terms of the size of the club, I don't think the travel was even a wonder in my brain. I don't think it was going to stop me from coming here, because I was once at a National League team, Gateshead, and that was lots of travelling as well.
Yeah.
7-8 hour flights. I mean, bus journeys. So I don't think the travel affected my decision one bit.
And obviously it matches your ambition. You must be an ambitious young man that you want to be in the Championship and, you know, want to be at a League One club.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think for myself, individually, I think I've definitely come to Argyle here to develop myself as a player and as a person as well. And I feel like the gaffer has been really good with me so far, and the coaches. So yeah, hopefully we see how it goes on there next
And the $1 million question, you got goal. You did a nice nutmeg today, and you came that close to scoring. You got goals in you, haven't you?
Yeah, no, I do. I think as a striker, it's difficult because obviously there's drought and whatnot. I haven't scored in a while, but I think once that first goal goes in, the floodgates just open then, and they just start flying in left, right, and centre. So once I get that first one, hopefully it will be next Saturday. 2, 3, 4, 5 will follow up, definitely. Fingers crossed.
Good luck, and thanks for coming to see us, mate.
No worries, lads. Thank you.
Take care.
Tom, your thoughts?
I thought the game in the first half was very competitive. I thought we certainly mixed it in the first half. They took their goals very clinically. Punishing, you find that when you go up the levels, how punishing teams can be with very little chances in front of goal. Second half, the game always gets a little bit messy when you make so many substitutes, and we lost a bit of rhythm. In the whole, I thought we were very good out of possession in the first half, especially. We can show a better version of ourselves with the ball. To sort of, they're really aggressive, Bristol City, in and around the ball, which means they're either giving you man v man on their defensive line, or they're giving you the opposite side of the field, and it's up to you to find it. I just didn't think we had the answers to find it well enough today, and that their aggressive pressure overwhelmed us a little bit at times. But we won't face a team as fit as that, as aggressive as that, as sort of intelligent of when to press as that, and yeah, we shouldn't be scarred too much by that.
How important was it to play a team like Bristol City right before the start of your own season?
Yeah, I mean, the pre-season's always difficult, you know. It's I must admit, it's not my favourite time of the year as a coach, where you can get in a false sense of security against a team lower than your level on Wednesday, and then you can be a little bit scarred by playing against a team higher than your level on the Saturday. I had a nightmare pre-season last year in my first year as a head coach, and won the first 5 games of the season. So for me, as a whole, the players are fit. The players understand what I want from them. We're very close to finding out what our best team is. I go into next week with very little questions of my team, which is the important thing. And a few faces back in the squad today as well, which helped.
The way you're talking, it sounds like you're fairly close in your mind to who might start against Barnsley in a week's time. Is that right?
Yeah, I think there's a couple that maybe have staked a real good claim. And a couple of 50-50s that I'm sure I'll have to make, but 8 or 9 that have really performed well throughout the pre-season and staked a good claim.
You said to us after Torquay that you hope to have this new striker in by next Saturday. Any further down the line with that?
Still the case, yeah. Conversations between the two clubs ongoing, and we're hoping. It's never easy pre-season when sort of clubs have got big transfers going on. Sometimes you're a little bit down the pecking order in terms of priorities, but no, we're definitely working hard towards making that happen.
And you also suggested there might be another loan coming in. Is that still the case?
Possibly. There's a lot of focus going into the 9 position at the minute. But potentially, I think you'll see today we're a little bit on the light side in terms of depth. So I'm sure we'll add another number certainly to the squad.
Brilliant. Thank you, Tom.
Thanks.
Hello, Tom. How important do you feel it is to add that number 9? You had Owen today. Bim wasn't in the squad. How important is it to get it done by next Saturday?
Yeah, I think it's a priority for sure. It's something that we're working hard towards. It's definitely the most important position on the pitch. Now, Owen and Bim have come in and done fantastic. Bim missing through more of a precaution today, like Caleb Watts did in the week, really. But no, it's a key position in anyone's team now. How we want to play, yeah. We want our 9 to stretch at the right times, to be a focal point at the right times, to be our goal scorer, always on the shoulder. So yeah, really key position. It's a huge ask for Owen to come in and from the level he's been playing at. We saw that as more of a project, which is an exciting one. There's a lot of potential to work with there. But we all know the number 9 shirt's available for a reason, and we're looking for the player to fill that.
Is it fair to say that 2 clubs concerned are haggling over the fee? The fee's the issue, presumably.
No, I'd say more competition from another club as well. So
From another club?
Yeah.
Okay. And is there a plan B then if the other club wins that battle?
The guys, the football clubs ran incredibly well, so I'd be worried if there wasn't a plan B. So yeah, we're that's all in hand. Got a lot of faith in David Fox and Tom Randall and the players they're presenting to me and having my input in that as well. And it's in hand.
One last one on this topic for me, and I apologise for going on about it, but it is clearly important, the number 9 position. How much of a lift would it give the squad, you, the fans, to bring in somebody to wear that number 9 shirt, hopefully by next Saturday?
Absolutely, it's a heavy shirt. You know, it's a big football club, and the number 9 is probably the heaviest shirt that you can. And it's one that we want to really fill, bring some excitement to the players and the fans, and really fill the final piece of the puzzle. Now, I want to sort of reconfirm that there's no disrespect to who we've got in the building, because I think as far as what we brought Bim and Owen in to do, they've probably surpassed that in the pre-season in terms of, I see that they're going to give me more headaches. I thought those headaches might come 6-12 months down the line. Now Bim especially has done fantastically well, and Owen struggled in parts today against 3 physical centre halves, but thought showed some great quality at times. So those guys have come in and done well, but we know there's the one that we want to bring in will give everyone a lift and a real anticipation for the start of the season.
Bim just had a slight knock today, that's why he wasn't involved?
Yeah, a little bit of tightness in a hamstring, so we're erring on the side of caution with that one. He's had a good pre-season. He's showed us all what he can do. He's got a good level of fitness, so we're looking after him today.
I think everyone who watched the game could see that City were a very strong side. They got into the playoff semi-finals for last season, for goodness sake, so they were good. What positives could you take out of that performance today? Luca made some good saves. That you were competitive in the centre midfield. I mean, what areas would you look at today and say, I'm pleased with what I saw there?
Yeah, I thought we competed really well in terms of we looked physically up to the challenge first half in terms of first, second contacts, set pieces. We looked a real threat. Now that when you ask how my team's gonna win football matches, sometimes that won't be the top 3. But to see that today and see that we can, if games take that direction throughout the 46 games season, which they will, we can certainly go there if it wants to get physical, and they're physically big side, powerful side. And we certainly matched that first half. I thought 2 very clinical goals with a difference in the first half. Now, second half, you lose a bit of rhythm, it gets a little bit messy with the subs. In terms of structure, I'm talking, I thought some of the subs came on and gave us a positive impact. But you lose rhythm, certainly. But no, in terms of positives, this pre-season as a whole, I've seen enough to be excited about next Saturday, and that's ultimately where we'll be judged.
What's the state of play with Jack McKenzie? He wasn't involved again today.
Yeah, not good news with Jack, unfortunately. He's got a tendinopathy that he's sore, that will need a bit of time to settle down. So not ideal with Jack coming to the club. He wants to show everyone what he can do, and I can't put a specific time scale on that, but it will be certainly weeks until that settles down.
Weeks,
yeah.
Disappointing for him. What was the injury again, did you say?
He's got a tendinitis.
Tendinitis.
So yeah, it's of his knee. So it's a very common footballer injury, and most of the time you can keep a lid on it. Sometimes it just gets too aggressive, and that's where it's got to for him, and he just needs a period of time to settle that down.
Yeah, no new signing coming to a club ever wants to sort of be injured so soon, do they? It must be a big blow for him.
Yeah, he's a great lad, and he'll play through the pain barrier for you. So yeah, it must be a little bit sore for him to flag it up, and yeah, the tests have proved that, and we need to be careful with him to make sure you're not in that vicious cycle of it feels a bit better this week, let's push, and then you're back to square one. So no, we'll be careful with that one. Yeah, he's a player we think a lot of, and we look forward to having him back, but it certainly won't be for next week.
But you got 20 minutes into Pleggy today, which was one of the positives to come out of the game, wasn't it?
Absolutely, yeah, that was always the plan, that if we could get Pleggy to the last game and get some minutes into him. Matty obviously coming back from missing Wednesday, and as did Caleb Watson. Those guys looked sharp, completed an hour, and we'll be available for selection next week.
Was Amici all right when he came off? Was he struggling a little bit?
Yeah, no, he's fine. He'll be fine. So, yeah, again, when you squad's on the shorter side, ideally I'd get 8 or 9 players playing 90 minutes today like they did.
Yeah.
When your squad's on the shorter side, which is how I like it, by the way, you can't take too much risk. Certainly not in a pre-season game. We'll save that for next week.
Last one for me. There's been a bit of speculation yesterday about Barley, Mumba, and a couple of Championship clubs being interested in. Blackburn and Middlesbrough have been mentioned. Is there anything you can tell the fans about Barley's situation at the club? How you feel. What part he'll play for the club this season.
I've not heard anything official, for sure. So, not been approached by those clubs you've mentioned, or by our directors or board. That's the case. Barley's an ultra-focused professional. He's not taking his eye off the ball. You can see his qualities certainly on Wednesday. So it wouldn't surprise me if there was interest in Barley, but he's from day one of pre-season. He's been focused, he's worked hard, he goes about his business quietly, and I expect him to be part of our journey going into this season and beyond. So, no, that's all I can comment on that one.
He's changed his squad number from 2 to 11. Is that an indication that he might be more of an attacking player under you this season?
That's the challenge for Barley. I think he's got the attributes to be a very exciting forward, wide attacker. So with that comes an expectancy to create goals, to score goals, and yeah, I think it's more fitting for him to wear the 11. It was all his decision, but certainly think it will be more fitting for him to wear that number under the role I see him playing.